It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got a pair of teams who met each other in Super Bowl 25. It's the New York Giants and the Buffalo Bills, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between. He's an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
From the gun, it's Allen. Throwing deep here for Coleman.
Damn.
And that will be
almost muffled.
Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Allen from the gun on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
This is a nice job. Defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it, and were able to keep the drive moving.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They run for the first time with James Cook. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
To the air, Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it, as he gets wiped out on that one. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. Motion man is Shakir. To throw, it's Allen. Coleman has it here right side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
And again, it's Allen. This will be caught at about the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
But mentally, I'm not. I feel like that's horrible. So I got their play out, really extending this section. And he
brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now here are the Giants as they'll get their first opportunity here. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
And I think that everyone is looking forward to seeing Drew Lock take the next step in the quarterback evolutionary process. Decision-making is something that he's working on improving because he's got plenty of arm and makes excellent off-platform throws. What he's seeking now, to be consistent in all of his processes.
They'll run here with a rookie. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Random, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll go again with Tracy. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 31. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd down, here's Tracy. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
We ought to come up with a t-shirt and sell it that says no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just get right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely picked his line.
I'm the stressing question.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10. As they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll hand it to Tracy. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. It was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving the guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. Clock now to throw. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. He'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the give, it's Tracy. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes, when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Now Lock.
And that pisses me off. And I'm like,
That one taken in by Neighbors. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line.
30 seconds that was more me. Yeah, because I'm like, okay, I won already. And well, I know they will do. I'm staying with you, and I've seen you.
On the ground, here comes Tracy.
This is like it's just that's up.
For a Giant touchdown.
I can appreciate
a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
But in no heat, they kind of understand what's going on. So when you're attacking people's legs, and you're attacking
They'll try to run it here. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
We go way back.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Quick slant to Shakir. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Allen. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Back to the ground, Cook. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Throwing now is Allen.
I know what's going on. Yeah.
Now and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills have come back to regain the lead. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive after the field goal.
Yes, a friend of mine used to say they've been moving and grooving for a while. That's going to keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It gives the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 10.
When you're competing, like I was watching on YouTube, and it's given the opportunity to show the
Here's Tracy. Now he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
3rd and 5.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards. Makes it 3rd and 10. Here's Locke to throw. And it is incomplete.
Good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back. He scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. Down the left sideline. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Motion man is Shakir. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Allen going to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and that will keep this a 2-point game. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now a 2nd and 2. They look to throw. It's Locke. He's got it with the 15. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors, 49 yards. And the Giants are able to move back in front. Brian Dable dialing up a play call here as they will go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And now out come the Bills. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Tracy going to get it on first down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. From the 33, here's second down and 5. Right back to Tracy. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Tracy trying the right side. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Johnson. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants are able to stretch out their lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for them. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
Here's Allen to throw it. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Now Allen. Has his man. It's Shakir. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir. 65 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
When I look at his entity,
and he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Block off of play action. Sliding out of the pocket. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Allen. Shakir holds it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. Allen now looks to throw. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, 27 yards. And the Bills have yet again retaken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field. Now out come the Giants. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw in his lock. Buying time to his left. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Drew Lock taking it in from the 20. And the Giants have moved out in front. Brian Dable dialing up a play call here as they will go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. To the air, Allen. Over the middle of Amari Cooper, it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw, it's Allen. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Back to throw. Allen. This will be caught at about the 6. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. A final shot before half for Allen. And caught by Cooper. Bills touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We've yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. A final shot before half for Locke. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off of the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in it. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Third down and 6. On the run is Tracy. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. Fights off the defender. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The Bills offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. From the gun, it's Allen. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Another try after the first down sack. Allen firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Allen from the gun on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And New York set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On play action, Locke escaping the pressure right. He's got Bellinger, and he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Tracy. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Right back to him on first down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 160 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. It seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fool them with the inside run.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Left side, Cook. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Hello.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Coleman. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards.
Yo, what up, everybody?
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo.
That's my trademark. But I always say, Frank definitely helped us score.
And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
How's everybody doing? I'm doing well.
To build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go on this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact,
Nah, I'm down by 1 point. I got the Giants, and I'm playing against the Buffalo Bills. I'm on the road. Yeah, we down by 1, going to the 4th. Scores 31-30.
Play as we played 3 quarters. Back now in Buffalo. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter play. This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Lock's going to sneak it. And he touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Running left is Tracy. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
What's the whole premise behind it? I guess going after
shotgun snap to Lock. From left sideline falls incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers. And he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Lock. Pressure comes and down he goes. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing now is Lock. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 42. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They got you. They got Mike, they get Eli Jones. They get him. They get
from the 35. Here's 2nd down and 3.
UFC, right? I want to see you guys are making 10 to 10 or whatever it is.
Block now to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Tracy. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Locke. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. Locke will try to sneak. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Here's a give up the middle. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. They're going to try.
He got in my way. I almost didn't make it.
For the 2 points, and that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
If these organizations go away, if you guys are all...
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
If somebody says, if this is a hey, this is what you guys are going to get. Everybody's going to get, 38-30. Right?
They start the drive with Cook. A little juke. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
I think that's what everybody's afraid of. Right?
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
Oh,
he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Nice little juke. And able to break one tackle, but they quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Nobody's making money. Like, and then now, from my viewpoint, you got guys like you and whoever else is signed with this big and exclusive contract. Means you can't go in.
Delay of game,
It's often with people because nobody else is going to do drug testing. But
that flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little
those
bit.
linemen up there saying that this is going to be the downfall.
Still second down.
It's going to be the downfall just for people on steroids and just that now they have to have drug testing. Their whole life is just steroids. Now they're like screwed. Their whole essence of life is screwed. I don't know.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
The mediator, because it's like...
Cook following the penalty. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give to Cook on the read option. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I think you just said, I feel like we are like trying to be a pioneer.
Here's Cook again.
So many different things.
Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle us.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
This is the only option. Like, I want you guys to make money. Whatever makes you guys the most money.
Now Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
It's amazing.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Now 1st and goal. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Here's Allen. Cook will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And caught by Cooper. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22. The Giants offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as we take a look at some of the highlights, we see just how impactful he's been. He and his quarterback have such a great... Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Shedding the tackle. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Here's Locke. Pass complete to Robinson. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock. And they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Second down, 8 yards to go. Locked to throw.
Yeah, but the only thing I'll say to you is, like,
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll go again with Tracy. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Gano's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there. It gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Allen and the Bills now down by a field goal. 44 seconds to go. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing Allen. He's going to let it fly.
Yeah, he burnt him. He burnt him. That's stupid.
The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way.
Oh, my dick. Let's go.
Into the end zone.
Let's go.
And they've taken the lead.
Talking about the craziest ending to a bad game. I want to play prevent defense. Fuck these.
Stages as a field goal now can only tie it. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Now it's the Bills' turn, trailing by a field goal. 24 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Allen. He's able to get it to Coleman. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now Allen. And he can't get a throw off.
Oh, they lying. That's a sack.
What a huge play at this point in the game. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Oh, game, nigga. Let's go. That's crazy way to win, huh? Kickoff return for a touchdown in clutch time. Who more clutch than me? Nobody.
Inside of midfield, they needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah,
I might go ahead and clip that, and that was crazy.
Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity.
It was looking sad, though. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, damn, they got me.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching.
That was crazy. Kickoff return for a touchdown. I was like, oh, you gonna tackle me? Tackle me.
From Buffalo.
That was a great game. That's why you gotta play real Madden games, because that's how it would be in real life, to be honest.
Let's see, Taylor, your trading partner, and amazing. 18 years old, is one of my professional challenges. Yes. Okay, let's say he keeps on winning.
Crazy game.
Black belt. He wins it 5 years in a row. Then after he's done,
He was going at it, though. It was a good game. Damn, this nigga was killing me. We weren't doing bad though with weak ass motherfucking lock. They gotta give me a 158.3 for lock too. Come on, man. I got a lock. I'm playing with fucking lock on the road. I need to get a 158.3 rating too. And I'm playing against the Buffalo Bills defense, nigga, not against the Giants weak ass secondary. The Giants secondary so ass, I don't even know. Like, they was just getting burnt for no reason. They was tired, getting burnt. We still got the win though. So we run the football. That's why you gotta run the ball. Run the ball and Madden is the true equalizer. If you can run the ball, you're gonna be straight.
Yeah. It's just another layer. It's so much harder. Yeah. Now it's be more fun with the layers of it, the more complexity of it, like untangling yourself with the hells and
That game was crazy.
so much. Yeah. That's why I was addicted.
You know, I want to see you real quick. Actually, give me 2 seconds, y'all.
Yes, they're gonna have to do no be at this moment, unfortunately.
I'm about to go ahead.
Like for example, someone like Jalen.